At such a regular hour, people in the village could set their watches by the sound. Then one dreadful season, the hunting ban was lifted, and people went crazy. They'd shoot at anything that moved. Most folks still regret what went on, they truly do. For one thing, the rabbits in these parts are now so fearless you're likely to see them sitting on the steps to the library, right in the middle of the day. You'll catch them in your garden, helping themselves to your finest lettuce and beans. You'll spy them in the parking lot behind the hardware store, comfortable as can be on a hot afternoon, resting in the shadow left by your car. They're pests, there's no doubt about that, and even the most gracious ladies on the library committee find themselves setting out poison every now and then. There are so many rabbits along the back road to Fox Hill that even the most cautious driver risks running over one. This, of course, is simply one more reason to avoid the hill. March Murray, who was raised here, agrees that it's best to stay away, and she has done exactly that for 19 years. All this time she has lived in California, where the light is so lemon-colored and clear it is almost possible to forget that there are other places in the world, these woods, for instance, where one could easily mistake day for night on an October afternoon, where the rain falls in such drenching sheets no birds can take flight. It is exactly such a day, when the sky is the color of stone and the rain is so cold it stings the skin, that March returns home. And although coming back was not in her plans, she is definitely here of her own free will. The simple act of returning, however, doesn't mean she's a local girl right off, that she would, for instance, still know every shop owner in town by name as she once did. In the time she's been away, March has certainly forgotten what rain can do to an unpaved road. She used to walk this way every day, but the ditches are much deeper than she remembers, and as they drive over branches tossed down by the storm, there is an awful sound like the crunching of bones or a heart breaking. The rental car has begun to lurch. It strains all the way uphill and sputters each time they have to traverse a deep puddle. "We're going to get stuck," March's daughter Gwen announces, always the voice of doom. "No, we won't," March insists. Perhaps if March hadn't been so intent on proving her point, they wouldn't have. But she steps down hard on the gas, in a hurry as usual, and as soon as she does, the car shoots forward into the deepest ditch of all, where it sinks, then stalls out. Gwen lets out a groan. They are hubcap deep in muddy water and 2 miles from anywhere. "I can't believe you did that," she says to her mother. Gwen is 15 and has recently chopped off most of her hair and dyed it black. She's pretty anyway, in spite of all her sabotage. Her voice has a froggy quality from the packs of cigarettes she secretly smokes, a tone she puts to good use when complaining. "Now we'll never get out of here." March can feel her nerves frayed down to dust. They've been traveling since dawn, from San Francisco to Logan, then up from Boston in this rental car. Their last stop, to see to the arrangements at the funeral parlor, have just about done her in. When March gets a glimpse of herself in the rearview mirror, she frowns. Worse than usual. She has always had very little appreciation for what others might consider her best features, her generous mouth, her dark eyes, her thick hair, which she has colored for years to hide the white streaks which appeared when she was little more than a girl. All March sees when she gazes at her reflection is that she's pale and drawn and 19 years older than she was when she left. "We'll get out of here," she tells her daughter. "Have no fear." But when she turns the key, the engine grunts, then dies. "I told you," Gwen mutters under her breath. Without the windshield wipers switched on, it's impossible to see anything. The rain sounds like music from a distant planet. March leans her head back against the car seat and closes her eyes. She doesn't have to see to know that directly to her left are the fields of Guardian Farm, and the stone walls where she used to balance, arms out, ready for anything. She truly believed that she carried her own fate in the palm of her hand, as if destiny was nothing more than a green marble or a robin's egg, a trinket any silly girl could scoop up and keep. She believed that all you wanted you would eventually receive, and that fate was a force which worked with, not against.